do you foresee yourself staying working even when you're in your 60s? Like, are
Fuck
you just
yeah.
gonna stay working?
Dude, I have a career. Like I have these I have these careers. I'm working on a career where I can do this into my 80s. Like, like the old school. Like I always said, like for me, it's like, my grandpa was an immigrant. I don't
Yeah.
ever fucking forget for the second that my grandpa immigrated from Mexico to America. And we would not be where we're at if he didn't work his ass off. So I'm just like, cool. If I keep that same mentality, that I come from an immigrant, second generation, and I work my ass off
Right.
like I'm an immigrant.
Right.
Do you know how fucking far I can get? Like this kid that fucking grew up poor, no dad, single mom, latchkey kid, fucking all the
Yeah.
dyslexic, all the above bullshit. And the things you can achieve, and it has nothing to do with skill or talent. You just legit just work harder than everybody else. If I put in 12 hours, if I even just put in 12 hours a day, I'm doing double than everybody else is. I'm gonna beat them no matter what.
Right.
Like there's nothing you can do because after a certain amount of time, there's just it's such a bigger gap. So if I do 12 hours, I do 14, and I can do that consistently, day in day out. Now I'm trying to add that onto the weekends. Like fuck, let me wake up early
Yeah.
and add 12 hours on a Saturday and Sunday. While everyone else is chilling, I'll add more time, and then that gap just widens. And for some people, they're like, no, I can't do that. I don't want to do that. And for me, it's like I don't understand why you wouldn't. I'm like you telling me that you go to the beach and you're going on these vacations and those things. I'm just like, how do you work? Like that's what I'm like.
Yeah.
I can't imagine me doing that. Because I'm like, how would I work? Like I would have to, how am I got to figure out the time I got to wake up. I got to figure out to make sure I have enough time working. I'm like, well, that's probably at nighttime. You know what I mean? Like it's just so weird.
Yeah.
It's
But
it's
how
hard
do
to
you how
comprehend.
do you enjoy the money?
It's not about the money. I can give two fucks about the money. It's the opportunities. Like I get to learn so much about other
Yeah.
things where I'm just like,
But
oh my god,
how do you get a chance to enjoy yourself then? Like,
to work.
I know you have family time and everything else, but when was the last time you took a family vacation? Any has there ever been talks? Maybe hey, let's do a family cruise. Maybe let's do a family vacation Disney. Let's maybe go over here, go over there. Where is that? Do you not have that, or you just like let me just learn, work, work, work,
Just
and
work, man.
we're just in Lubbock the whole time?
Man, I tell you, like
Or
the weather.
you signed the NDA for that?
Man, you'd be surprised, man. You never know, man. There might be
No, but
some.
tell me, I'm asking an honest question. Like, where is the enjoyment from you putting in all the hard work? Like you said, you want to sort of reward yourself, right? Because you challenge yourself, you like to drive, and to me, from what I'm understanding, is the reward for you is that you're constantly learning. You're learning different things. You know
Right,
you're always teaching yourself new stuff. You're increasing your brain knowledge to always be the hardest worker in the room. You know, you want to outwork everybody. That's your challenge to yourself. That's your drive and everything else. But then where's the enjoyment? Because you're gonna be working to 80s, man. I mean, when was the last time you took a trip?
2018. I shit you not. My first vacation was in 2018.
Damn.
It's been my only vacation. I don't take.
But that's what I'm asking. Why not? Especially that you have been doing so much.
Yeah,
You should definitely take some time for you. You know what I'm saying?
but
You and your
that is for
family.
me though. No,
Yeah,
man.
but
Like so this is the thing though. This is what I'm saying. This is what this is why it's hard to understand. I
mhm.
love this shit. This is fun for me. There is nothing better than sitting at my computer and my eyes are closing. I'm like, dude, I have to go to bed. I cannot understand what I'm
Yeah.
reading right now. And getting my ass and putting my head down. And within 5 minutes, fuck it, out. And I wake up, it's the next day. Dude, do you know how like glorious? Can you imagine? Your head is down and you put your head down, you're gone. Like you're asleep. That's how tired I am.
Yeah.
And there's to the point where, like I said, yesterday I had to go and be like, I have to go take a nap, bro. I need 10, 15 minutes. I just need something. Dude, I've
Yeah.
legit, on this couch over here, I'm working on stock market. I'm reading the stocks. I have a cup of coffee. I just finished and I go to sleep really fast. It's like, I knocked out. Like,
Just from exhaustion.
yeah, I'm just like, boom. But this is something that, there's this dude named Patrick Bet David. He's a army veteran, dope ass fucking businessman. I've read his
Mhm.
couple of his books, man. He does really dope shit. He said in one of his things, he goes, I've had seven, I've been hospitalized 7 times for exhaustion. When you hear that, what do you think? When
He's a
someone says,
hard. He's going above and beyond.
right? Do you hear anything else? Be like, oh God, no, that's not for me, or anything like that,
No, I mean, being hospitalized 7 times, that's is just too much.
right? So you think too
It
much,
can
right?
be a negative as well because I mean, what is the cause that you're working so hard for that you're willing to risk your own health?
Right. So you hear that, and that's what you think, right? When I heard that, the first thing I thought is, we can do more. Fuck it, we can. I haven't even experienced my first one yet. That's exactly what
Yeah.
I thought. I was like, I'm not even on my first one yet. We're fucking good. And so I just keep pressing. Like, it sounds fucking.
But
I know it sounds crazy.
I understand where you're coming from,
Right.
and
Fucking crazy.
it doesn't sound too crazy because of the person that you are. Now, if you were hearing that coming from me, then you would have been like, "Yo, this motherfucker is out of control." You
Well,
know what I'm
just in
saying?
general, though, right? Like
Right.
in general, like if you don't want to do that, hearing someone be like, "Well, then I can." I haven't
But
even experienced my first one.
But what I'm trying to get at is you're not alone in this though. You know what I'm saying? You have your spouse and you have your kid. So
Right.
where that's why I'm asking, like, where is the time for you guys to just enjoy versus you in that office 24 hours a day, 15 minutes sleeps,
Yeah.
exhausted, where you can't even read and you're sleeping on the couch. And you know what I'm saying? You're doing it all over again, cycle after cycle. Where is the me time? Where's the we time for us to be able to do something outside of the Groundhog Day that we're doing?
Well, the me time is in the morning. That's why I wake up before they wake up. I go to the gym. That's all me. That's mental health. Seriously, that's
Right,
why I wake up
right.
so early because I like you got so much shit to do, man. Like my daughter goes to school at 7:30. I
Yeah.
want to. I drop. I like to go to school. If I'm in the gym too late and I can't take her, I don't like that shit. You know,
Right.
you might hear that, but I'm trying to take her to school every day as much as I
Right.
can. I want to pick her up from school sometimes, but a lot of times, sometimes I'm not able to. But sometimes I do go pick her up. Like it's
Right.
sometimes I'm able to go pick her up. That's where that comes from, right? I can go pick her up from school. So if I worked 9 to 5, that would not be an option, right?
Yeah.
An eight to four or whatever, that would be an option. So there's that. From the time she gets off of school until like 8 o'clock, it's
Yeah.
time. We're spending time, and I'm working on being present because I don't have that much time available. But you're gonna get all of me.
Right.
But at the same time frame, though, if I do not do this, you will not. I will not be present with you. I was present with my daughter today. We were sitting down on the couch. I was hugging her, and we've already put in our schedule where we're trying to talk about like, okay, how can we do more family time outside of this, and just go do something and go do those things,
Right.
right? I mean, that's it's just it's. I don't know. I don't believe in this word. Well, balance is what people would call it, right? Hey, you need to have more balance in this one. But for me, there is no fucking balance. There is no fucking this. Like I'm here or I'm with them and I'm all in. Someone
Yeah.
texting me, I'm probably not like if I'm with them, I no. That's why on the table I have to have these boundaries, and it's getting harder because I've put a lot more on my plate today. Like in general, have a lot more on my plate within the last couple of weeks, where I'm taking more to the dinner table because I'm still working. I'm still on my phone, fucking working on like text messages, doing this one, do da da da, and that helps. So it,
Now, what's going to happen if your daughter wants to be involved in sports? If she wants to do gymnastics, which is going to sort of jump into your allotted time that you normally would give to her, what's going to happen then with you wanting to be working all the time?
then I will be Dennis already. I will be in seriously. I'll be in the stands and I'll be working, and I put my phone down and I'm like this, and I have to remind myself it's hard,
Yeah.
man. This is not no easy fix, man. But you have to do that. It's what you got to do.
Yeah. But
And
that's what I'm saying. Then why don't you take a vacation?
for what though?
Just to have a family vacation. You said the last time you guys did anything was in 2018, your first
Yeah,
vacation.
first
Like, go
vacation.
to Disney. Why can't
Didn't I
why
didn't
can't you
like it.
do
Didn't like
but
it.
it's not for you. It's not for you. Stop thinking about yourself. Yourself
No,
is
it's just
in
like
the morning time. Like you said, your me time is in the morning
yeah.
time. I'm talking about with the family. Do a family vacation, family cruise.
So this is why, right? Because this is so fucking short sighted to people. Is they think about vacation right now. They fucking think about what about can we do right fucking now? Man, what about the next fucking 10 years when you don't have to worry about money? What about the next fucking in 10 years you can get on a plane and fucking
But
leave?
Papa, you
You know
don't
what I'm
have
saying? No.
10 years. We have talked
Right.
about tomorrow's not guaranteed.
It's not guaranteed, but guess what though? What if it is? You're fucked. That's a fucking truth. Seriously. That's the fucking problem with people. Everybody's doing that shit, right? So I will end with this because, like I said, I gotta be done by 8. I'm not playing with that shit. I'm
Okay.
being truthful on that. But I will tell you this. I will shit you fucking not. That is a fucking problem. Everyone's saying that we're not promised today, so I'm gonna live like today. That's a good concept for some things. But what the
Mm,
fuck are you doing with your finances when you do live to be 60? And guess what? You're fucked because you took all your goddamn vacations when you were in your 20s,
yeah.
30s, and 40s. Guess what 60 looks like? There's a lot of examples of that thing right now where a person is 65 saying, I can't retire. They're going to keep working.
But there are people that are 65 that, like you said, I'll work to 80.
Yeah.
The old
And
school
they're more
mentality that
happier.
I'll stay working.
But if you truly enjoy it, then you're happy.
And
That's
after
the
the
difference.
80 years that you've been working, you only had one vacation in 2018. One
But for
vacation.
me, that's what I like though. That's the thing though. It's what I like. But if I can sit there and say, guess what, family, we're going over here. Pack your bags. We're going over here. I got a business meeting that I'm taking care of, but after that, we're doing this. That is a life that nobody can fucking do, right? Because think about it. Oh, I'm gonna go on vacation. Let me plan it out. Let me do this. Let me do that. Imagine you sit there and say, hey, guess what? I got some time. Let's go ahead and take a flight over here. We're
But
gonna charter a flight.
it's doable though. There's people
It
that do
is.
it now. People
Yeah,
that do it now all the
but
time.
guess what though? They're doing it now, but they cannot keep doing that when they're in their 50s, when they're in their 60s, and their 70s or 80s. I'm working on a lifestyle that is just a normal fucking day. That's the thing
but
though. That's the difference.
but you
It's
don't you think that your family would appreciate that you take a vacation? Maybe let's say this year alone, you went on two vacations, just this year. You
no,
don't think they would be really appreciative that, hey, we got out, we did a family, whatever we went to
no,
Disney. I know you don't like that. We went to Disney, got to see the prison, whatever the case may be, twice a year. You can't put that in your list of things to do. Say, hey, family, twice a year, we're gonna go on a vacation.
not yet. We can, but not yet. When I've accomplished what I need to fucking accomplish, we can. And so no, this
But
is it,
what's the deadline for that? For you to
huh?
accomplish what you need to
It's
accomplish?
it's a certain amount in the bank, man. I gotta have a certain amount in the bank. I gotta have a certain amount of properties. I have a certain
Fuck.
amount of companies, and I have to be liquid at so much amount of money. Right? It's a
Yeah.
fuck thing, right? It's a like fuck. But that's why I wake up at 4:30. That's why I'm fucking working 12 hours. That's why because it's a fucking big fucking deal to me,
Yeah.
and that's the whole point. That's the difference between what I want to do versus a lot of people is I understand that though, and I understand what
Yeah.
I'm putting at risk is my family. I'm something has to give, but at the same fucking time there is something that's going to happen when my daughter is 10, when my daughter is 20, when my daughter is 30, that she's going to have things that other people will not ever have. And that's because I fucking woke up at 4:30 because I did things for her. For
Right.
my other daughter, my oldest daughter, I did things for her too as well. And that's the fucking thing. Yes, people are talking about right now. But guess what? The chances of you living to your 60 are higher. Now we have a high obesity rate, but the probability that you're going to live another 10 to 15 years have increased.
Mm.
So yes, you could die tomorrow. That is a chance. But however, that is may not. So that is also the fucking concept that people do not realize. Is saying they're saying like, hey, yes, tomorrow's never promised. But
Right.
also, if you do live to 80, what's your backup plan? Because if not, that's your fucking ass. That's true, man. Dude, there's people right now that are living check to check on Social Security, and if they go up on rent, they have to move.
Right.
And they already had to move because guess what? That landlord raised the rent. Dude, what do you do at that point? You're
Yeah.
60, you're 70. You ain't
But
gonna go get another job.
I mean, but at the same token, you gotta hope that these people are managing their finances
They're not
properly.
because they don't
You know what I'm
because
saying?
they did immediate gratification. That's why. Because they wanted vacation today. They weren't sitting there saying, let me go put money in my whole life policy. I'm gonna take
Yeah.
out a loan in 20 years of my whole life and pay myself and be my own fucking bank. That's the fucking truth.
But
And that's why I get
when I do a vacation today, I make sure the rest of the year, you know, I got to make sure my money's right.
what so what I'm
Every
doing
time
though,
I take a vacation, I make sure the money's right.
right, okay.
I'm not saying for you to splurge. I'm not saying for you to fucking take your 401k and just be like, fuck it, we're going to the Maldives and we're just gonna go crazy on a private jet. I'm not saying that. And I'm not trying to mock your hard work because
Right,
it does reflect. You know what I'm saying?
right,
You got a house over your head, you live in a nice area and everything. You know what I'm saying? It does reflect when your hard work pays off. But
right.
at the same time, just me, my opinion is that sometimes you just need to take put a little break, and then hey, let's just re-energize by focusing on other stuff besides the book, besides the computer screen, besides the cell phone, besides all of that. I'm just saying, just once in a while, take a little time to just enjoy nature, enjoy it out there, enjoy what they have out there, because that doesn't mean that when you come back, I feel like it's sort of, you're gonna like fall back if you do that, because I feel like you work yourself up so hard to where if you digress one little bit, I feel like your mindset is gonna be like, oh man, I'm gonna have to start all over again.
No, man, it's momentum. I'm on a good fucking momentum. I'm hitting new levels. I'm hitting a new level. I felt the other day. I was like, I told my wife, I'm hitting a new level. This what used to fucking this would kill me. I'm able to do it now, day in day out. This is a new level, man. And
Yeah.
that's the fucking thing. I'm at my prime. I'm young as shit right now. I'm 37, dude.
Damn.
I'm hitting my prime, dude. The way I look at
40
it,
is your prime, Papa. 40 is
yes,
your prime.
that's what it is,
How
man.
old are you
But I take
turning,
care
you
of
say?
myself. I'm 37. I'll turn 38 this
Damn.
year, dude.
Shit.
But that's the thing, though. Like I take care of myself. I weigh my foods. I look at my sleep. I know I'm not sleeping enough. I'm meditating. I'm writing my journals. I'm doing ice baths, saunas. I check my weight. I check in every week with my
Right.
trainer. You know, I mean, I'm doing things to make sure I can keep putting this output for a very long fucking time. And if I tell you I'm not haven't hit my goddamn prime until 3 more years or 2 more years, get the fuck out of here, man. Watch your fucking, like, you know what I mean? Like I get pumped about this shit because like you
Yeah.
can't compete with this, and it's not an arrogance. It's like you cannot compete with this. If I don't even think I've hit my prime yet, and I know within 2 more years, you're telling me I'm not going to work harder?
Yeah.
Get out of here. And so this is my thing though. When we're talking about like, hey, hey, yeah, you can go over here. I want to do that whenever I want. I want true freedom. I want to sit there and say, I want to go over here, where you don't have to ever plan a trip. We call
Right.
and we pay, and I don't care how much it
Because the
costs for
money's
me to.
always gonna be there.
The money's always there, and that's for me is what is more important than saying let me plan a trip for the next 2 years and
Right.
dream about Maldives and let me dream about this
Right. Right.
instead of saying pack your bags. You know what? I feel like going over here. I feel like taking a
Yeah.
2 day trip because I want a 2 day vacation because I put in 7 to 10 years of hard work, and that's
Right.
my reward.
Right.
That's something that nobody else can understand. And I fucking hate to do this to you, but it's 8:02. I gotta fucking go and I gotta start studying.
Ah!
So next time, brother.
All right, later, bro.
Later.